Yes, yes, yes. Sonny the Beast in the building. What's good, buddy? All right. Um, let's do a sound check. So a lot going on tonight. I'm gonna review three products. I'm not gonna eat all of this. I'm gonna give a review of these to my friend Linda McNew. Linda's Fiery Treats. I got three different fiery treats here. One of them is 2x hot. One is 3x hot, and one of them is League of Fire hot. 4x hot. All right, so somebody comment if you can. Can you hear me? I love you too, brother. Flamin' Jackson's in the building. He wants to win that box. Let me show the. I'm gonna show the goodies, then do the review, and I'm just gonna kind of talk. What's up, Mike? Sip Chomper's in the building. What's up? All right, so this is the year-end giveaway. I always like to show it off live. There is a ghost pepper cookie from CM Magic Factory. A beautiful hot sauce holster. This is late for work. Logo is made by Don Epperson's here. Made by Kenya Gator Steve. All right. I always put a League of Fire challenge in all my giveaways because I encourage people to join us on the League of Fire and get a point or two for whatever you do. Out of print. So that hot sauce holster is no longer available, and neither are these. You can't get your hands on them no more. You can't get your hands on this no more. Jackson's got this. This is a collaboration. Uncle BullCow and Rockin' Heat. Also from Rockin' Heat, another collaboration with Sergeant Dunn's beef jerky, the Sergeant sauce, and the original sticky stinger. So we got three Rockin' Heat sauces right here. We have some Reaper infused chili oil from the Scoville unit. All right. We also have my favorite seasoning, Miller's 13 Flames of Fire. Guys, this stuff is hot and it's awesome. We got some dried yellow Reapers from Florida. This is from Farmer Ben Pumo. And there's some stickers. I think there's a couple other things laying around in here. We also have the Uncle BullCow 3-pack, Vicious Verde, Mad Mash, and Blazing Bonnet. So that is that'll go out Wednesday. I'll get a label printed hopefully Tuesday, and then Wednesday morning this will go out priority mail. I'll send it priority, guys. So whoever wins this, you're gonna get that's an upgrade. Send this thing out priority mail. So whoever wins, and by the way, this is a customer appreciation giveaway. So we closed it off. I went up till today. We closed the giveaway off. And this is the first time I've ever done a giveaway for customer appreciation. I usually do different weird ones, but we've done a lot of giveaways. I think Kevin has won two. I don't know. Did Sip Chomper? Sip, did you win one? I think he did. Yeah, Sip Chomper won one before Miller time. Sergeant Dunn won a huge one last year. And a few other folks, but I've done quite a few last year. Okay, yep. So I've done quite a few giveaways. It's been a while since I've done one, and I just want to thank all you guys. I want to thank everyone that's on my channel, whether you buy my hot sauces or not. But this one I wanted to do the people that have bought products from me. What's up, Paul? Yeah, Paul. You know what? I said that too, man. I went like the first year I was in the chili community without winning a single thing. Okay, I've still never won any of the cards, League of Fire cards. Like I have a lot, but in the comps, I just never win them. And then all of a sudden, I said that I never win anything, and I actually won, and I won like three things in a row in like a month. And then, of course, what's up, Aaron? Aaron is in the building. That's my boy right there. All right, so I got everybody's names here. If you see Sonny Spicer twice, that's because Sonny won the extra. He won Best Picture. It was Flamin' Jackson. He almost got it, but Sonny had one of his pictures was the best picture of the hot sauce. So he got two entries. Okay, so that's all. He's just got a little bit of an edge. I am gonna cut these up and then put them in this box here, and then I'll do the drawing after I get done talking about my story and doing this review. Then we'll do the giveaway. So, why did I call this from crackhead to chilihead? Why would I say it like that? Um, my wife said, "Yeah, but you've always been a chilihead. How can you say that? You know, you were a chilihead as a child at age 7, even before that. That's just when I ate my first pepper that wrecked me. Um, but you were a chilihead, and so you've been a chilihead the whole time." No, I was not. I did not eat spicy foods. I didn't eat much food at all when I was on drugs, right? And then when I was in jail from drugs, there was a few times we got a few things with a little bit of spice, and we weren't supposed to have them. But basically, I went years of my life missing out on the release of the ghost pepper. Okay, I didn't find out the ghost pepper until a couple years after it was out, and then I just tried it in a sauce, and whatnot. But the passion that I had as a child and as a teenager, um, for hot peppers and hot things, I would have been like, if I wasn't on drugs, if I wasn't a complete loser in the streets, I would have. I know I would have been involved in this chili stuff really heavy because it's always been my passion. Everybody always bought me hot sauce for Christmas and for my birthday. Every time we went out to eat with people, they would always say, "Give him the hottest thing you got." And boy, I'll tell you, I was number one, even with my low tolerance. My tolerance has never been up, right? It's always been like it is. I always just would tell everywhere I went, "Give me the hottest thing you got," and nothing could ever burn me, okay? So that was my reputation. I was known around my city as that guy. I was the chili head. But I got into drugs really bad, and that hindered me. That there took it away. So once I was reborn in Christ and no longer a drug addict, of course, I started chasing the heat. I started trying to find out, like, what, looking around. I used to drive all over the place, going to different stores, um, trying to, thank you, Sonny, trying to find different hot sauces. I'll be honest, this is the funniest thing. And I talked to Vic Klinko and about this a couple weeks ago. I was with him and some other people. I literally never ordered sauces off the internet because I was scared, because they're in glass bottles and I thought they would break. And I thought that, I was just like, no, I'm not doing that. But, another thing is I always thought they were too expensive. The first one we ever ordered off of the internet, we ordered, what was it? The Last Dab Triple X. It was $30. Okay, I'll never pay that again for hot sauce. The reason why we spent the $30, I talked Mrs. BullCow into it, was because they were saying it was 2 million Scoville units. I'm like, well, that thing will last forever. Like, it's basically like an extract. I'm like, $30, if it's that powerful, we'll just use little tiny bits of it and put it in our food when we're cooking, and our food will be hot. And we got it, and it wasn't that hot. It tasted really good. We fought over it. Listen, I hid it from her. When I went to work, I put it in the back of the fridge so she wouldn't eat it all. So, anyways, that's that. All right, so I got this dual box here. I'm going to just fold these in half. I'll read off the names as I'm folding them. We got Kenneth No. We got Pepper Paul. That's you, Paul. Scotty Houston. I haven't seen Scotty on in a while, but he actually did. Mike Palmatier, that's my buddy. He's Rise and Smoke Sauceworks, if you guys never checked him out. Kevin Kono. Kevin K in the building. Kevin, are you watching? Kevin don't never miss a giveaway. That's why, let me tell you something. Kevin wins more stuff than any other chili head. We got Bizzle. Kevin wins more stuff than any other chili head on the internet. That's a fact, okay? Why? Kevin's a huge supporter. Don Epperson in the building. Kevin is a huge supporter of the small channels, the big channels. He's all about it, man. He's Charles McCullen. And we got Make Wayne. Oh, my first ever winner of a giveaway was Batman, Make Wayne. So we got some returning people here. Don, Did you win a giveaway? Don Epperson. I think you won one before too. Sunny Spicer, part 1. All right, so Don, we got some returning winners here. This is awesome. Yeah, Kevin wins a lot, man. But you know what? He's always on. He's always on them. We got Michael Kurtz, the Idiot Files. Yeah, I make it. I've always made them so you have to be present, man. And I think I did one where that didn't matter much. All right, so now we're getting down to some other people that are watching. Sip Chomper is there. Dr. Duck Butter. Duck Butter is more of an Instagram guy. He doesn't spend much time on Facebook or YouTube, but he comes over and watches my stuff. We got Sean McDonald. I told Sean what time I was doing it today. And Sunny Spicer's second entry. Okay. All right, 2 more. Espacante Tomas, which I haven't seen Thomas online much. I talked to him on the phone, though. But I haven't seen him online too much. I think he's taking a break from social media. And last but not least, you see it. The man, the myth, the legend, Flamin' Jackson right there. So I've got all these folded in half. I'll put them in here, seal up this box, and I will toss it around. Alexa, stop. I will toss it around a few times. I will do that drawing in a couple minutes. Let's get into some of this spicy goodness here and give this stuff a try. First thing I'm going to try is this. Johnny, he has the same ones. Johnny reviewed these, and he said they were awesome. So what these are Bang Bang Mixed Nuts from Linda's Fiery Treats. So I don't know how many of you guys have had Bang Bang Shrimp before, but I'm imagining that the seasoning is very similar. Bang Bang Mixed Nuts. Oh, I smell really good. Oh, yeah. A lot of coating on them. All right, Bang Bang Mixed Nuts, Linda's Fiery Treats. Mmm. Okay. That's salty, sweet. I used to make Bang Bang sauce. I don't remember everything that was in it. I think it was Korean chili paste with condensed milk, mayonnaise, and some other stuff. The one that we used was Chef Morimoto's recipe for Bang Bang Shrimp. Yeah, it kind of tastes like it. It's really good. Wow. It's hot too. They're hot, trust me. All right, next up, this is the League of Fire 4X Reaper Maple Candied Cashews. Now, Linda made these for a League of Fire event for all the people involved. And I don't know if she's ever going to make these a challenge or not. I don't know why she wouldn't. Linda, if you watch this, make this a challenge. These are hot, and I know it. You know why? She messaged me and told me to be careful with these. So, if she's giving me a warning, oh yeah, it would taste so good. But yeah, I can taste that pepper powder too. Wow. All right, Michael's in the building. Thank you for being on here. I got most of the people on watching. Well, not most, but pretty much what I expected for the giveaway. So thank you guys so much, man. Yeah, she's in Florida, Sonny. Stupid hot, really good flavor. Woo. Next product from Linda's Fire Treats. Triple X Spicy. It's a pecan pie, or pecan pie brownie. I got a plate here. I got me a big old mason jar full of milk so I can enjoy it. I imagine it's going to probably burn my face off. Let me get this bad boy out of here. Woo! That last nut was brutal. Ah, some of you guys would have handled that better than moi, but yeah. Oh God. This is real sticky. It's a pecan pie brownie. What do you expect? Oh, you guys got to see this. Look at that, guys. See the pecans and the glaze on top that you make pecan pie with? Wow. All right. Oh my God. Wow. I hope it's. I mean, my mouth's burning. I hope the milk don't ramp it up though too much because I want to enjoy this. It did. Wow, that is one of the best things I've eaten right there. It's stupid hot. It's got that like brown sugar, brown butter, bourbon glaze kind of aura with the pecans. And then just the deepness of the chocolate. The pepper flavor is very subtle, so it's not over peppery, but the heat from the peppers is there. Woo! Whew. Wow. That's hot, man. Oh. So, anyways, back to my story. I'm gonna try to talk here. As young as 3, 4 years old, I was eating Frank's Red Hot, pepperoncinis that would come with the Greek salads, Italian salads, and my parents would buy jars of them. Pickled hot cherry peppers. Couldn't get my hands on anything hotter than that at the time. When I was 7, my parents used to take us to our grandparents for the weekend. So Friday we were dropped off. My parents would go out in the boat or party. Who knows what they're doing? They're old hippies, you know. But they get a break from us, and we loved it. We wanted to go to grandma's. She had a junk drawer with junk food and toys, and oh my god. And we loved my grandparents. I lived with my grandparents later on from 11 till I was an adult. So uh, they were really like just set of parents to us, really. But it's a Saturday evening, not late. It's still light out, probably 6 o'clock. I was about 7, I think. Here comes my father pulling up the driveway. Why is he here? He's not taking us home till he's gonna come back Sunday, right? I'm wondering why he's there. This is awesome because my father, he's a Chilihead. He gets wrecked just as easy as me. Um, but first homemade hot sauce I ever had was from that man. I'm gonna actually make that sauce and put it out and market it one of these days. Actually, I think this year. So check this out. He comes walking in. My grandmother's, right? He made a special trip there, and he's like, "You gotta try this." And he handed me this little pepper, this big. It's yellow. Looked like nothing to me. And I said, "Give me it." And I took it and went boom. And as soon as I popped my mouth and had pulled that stem out, he goes, "No, just take a bite of it." He thought I was gonna take a little nibble of it, I popped that whole son of a gun in my mouth, and I chewed. And he says no, and I said it's not even that hot. And the T of the word hot, when that came out of my mouth, I knew then I was in trouble. And man, it lit me up. I screamed. Both of my ears were burning. And I said, I'm on fire. But the taste of that pepper, me and my wife have got them twice since I've been an adult. They're not a Thai chili, but they're a longer chili. They look different than a Thai. If I see them, I'll know. Nobody can give me an accurate name for them. When I ask the people what are these called, the Asians I got them from, I got to go to Myrtle Beach if I want to get them again. But they had them once, and then like 3 4 years later, we stopped at this flea market, and they had them again. But they're about 100,000 Scoville units. So you're talking about 1980, something that's 100,000. It was unheard of. The habanero was not even around, which those come in at like 200, 300,000. Habanero, no one even knew that existed. Okay, so as far as in America, especially New York, 100,000 Scoville pepper was unheard of. And it was this old man Gus, because that's what he told me. He said I got him from Gus, old Italian guy. This guy was the chili head of all chili heads. He is the one that showed me the garden and how he grows the chilies, and he had these super hot, the hottest jalapenos I've ever had. And Gus would, throughout my life, I would go there and get peppers from him. He'd give them to me for free. He loved it. He didn't know, no one he knew, nobody would eat those peppers. Okay, they were just too hot, except me. And me, I after that incident, I would take bites and I would eat a half one. I'd bring them to my school. I burned my teachers. I mean, my friends. I've just, you can ask. I got friends that are on Facebook that got burned by me in middle school. They'll tell you. Um, so that's kind of my story was, and then the hot sauce. And then I tried my first dried habanero, I think in 1992, something like that. And then started getting my hands on fresh habaneros. And, the story went on. But I got into drugs and would get sent away to jail, for selling drugs. Get out, stay clean for a little while, go back into it, and it was just this revolving doors, this cycle, this reaction cycle that never stops. Insanity, man. And so I lived my life like that, but there was just this time where there was a very long time of me being a crackhead, and I would say it was 2005 until 2010. Um, and mind you, during that time, that's when the chili scene really started to pop off. Okay. And I knew nothing of it. Trust me, a friend of mine came down and he stayed with me when I first moved down here. And he said that he was looking for a Carolina Reaper. Now, he was a bullshitter. He had a lot of stories. And I didn't believe him that there was such a thing at all. I said, no, the ghost pepper is the hottest pepper. I was not in the know at all. So lo and behold, um, I wasn't on the internet much either. You know what I'm saying? So I was on Facebook, but I wouldn't see anything. I didn't have any really Chilihead friends. So lo and behold, I moved down here fresh off of a drug binge. Um, moved to the South, and I was doing all right, man, for, I don't know, let's see, a year. A year. I was working. I had my oldest daughter come down and live with me. um, from New York. I finally, got on my feet, got a car, got an apartment, and let me tell you where the problem lied. The problem lied is that the problem where everything stemmed was that I was self-dependent and I was patting myself on the back for my sobriety, and I was very, very arrogant about it, guys. And I just had this feeling. I just know in my heart that God humbled me in the way He did to show that how fast that everything could just you can lose everything. And so this was in, I think, 2013. Was it 2013? Yes, it was 2013. So that would be 10 years ago exactly. But I was dating this girl. We got in a fight. I call a buddy of mine that grew up in the same place I did in New York. Now he was right down the street from me down here, and I knew he was into drugs real bad. But I just went back to that old mind state so quick because I didn't have any kind of there was no restraint. I had no backup plan. There was no, the God wasn't guiding me. I was left to my own devices. And I went out and I went right back into it. I started sniffing cocaine, smoking crack that night, spent all my money, uh, and was, thinking about how can I get more and this, that, everything. Anyways, um, I remember it was, I was up all night. And the worst part about it, I was sick. You know how when you got a cold, you're thrown off. You know what I'm saying? So I was on top of this whole thing. I had this really bad cold. And I just remember um, just saying, please, God, help me. Please, God, help me. And I ended up, eventually, I took a nap, and my boy, he was on the couch. And my girl comes home and she didn't even know who he was or what the hell he was doing there. And he leaves. I took a little nap. Me and her and went out and played disc golf and like talked for a little bit. This is in November 2013. And thank you, Flamin' Jackson. So, um, and anyways, now this girl is a fake Christian, right? So this is the thing, but she, I don't know. I said, maybe we need to start going to church and stuff, and she said, yeah, that's cool. And so she was a cultural Christian, which isn't a real Christian, but so we started going to church, and it was weird because sometime in that week right there, Mike had came over to my house and said, "What's up? You want to go?" And he had a bag full of cocaine, man. And I said, "Nah, man, I'm good. I don't feel like it." Like, and at that point, looking back, I'm like, I have never been able to like turn down free drugs. Especially when I spent like $1,000 with this knucklehead of my money, getting him high. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just an excuse. And so we're not going to get into regeneration, preceding faith, or vice versa. I don't know what happened at that point. I think God was just working my heart. I don't really believe I was saved then, but I was going to church and I said no to the drugs, and something else made me say no. That's all right. I can't take credit for that. Okay, so lo and behold, when did I know that something? We're getting to that. So lo and behold, we moved to the coast, and we're out there, and this girl was no good, and she ended up leaving, and I kind of felt like now I'm by myself. Like, I don't have anyone to watch me. Like, what am I gonna do? You see what I'm saying? And like the second day she was gone, I'm driving home from work, and there's this strip club. And I never used to be. I'm not the guy to throw money at these chicks. I used to DJ at strip clubs. The strippers used to do things. They would do favors for me for free, and they would give me money. They would give me a portion of their tips. I'm not a trickster. You know what I'm saying? So, but I still was like, let me just stop there, right? And so I stopped there. This girl comes up, real pretty, short girl, and she was like, "Hey, I got some cocaine. You want to do a line? We'll go in the back room, get busy." And I was like, "Yeah, let me grab a drink." So I get a drink. I'm drinking liquor now. It's a bad combination. And I only had a couple sips. I said, I'm gonna go have a cigarette. I walked out to my car. I get a cigarette. I light it up. And you know what I did? Something I've never done in my life. I called my dad up in New York. And he's saved. He did drugs the whole nine. He got saved. He got right with Christ back in 1994. I call him, and he's like, "Hello." I'm like, "Hey, Dad." I'm like, "I'm at this strip club. This chick is so hot. She's got cocaine. She wants to give me some loving." And he goes, "Oh, geez, what are you doing there?" And I said, "I just stopped here." And he goes, "Well, that's just," he goes, "That's easy. Just get in your car and go home." Right? Me, the chief of all sinners, the man that has never, don't have any self control, right? I say, okay. And I get in my car and I leave, and I thought nothing of it. the lust for that girl and that cocaine, like, would have, there's no way I could have ever refused that, ever. That's when I knew that I was a new creation. I knew that I was saved at that point. And I don't know where in between that it happened. I just knew that there was some things. There was a couple times I think this might have been the moment. I'm not going to speculate, okay? But I was listening to, like sermons on the way to work and stuff, and I was getting a little bit more interested in the Word of God. So that's when, and I had people praying for me. Jackson said, "That's right." And that was my father, man. My father's prayers come true. My father seen me in the streets, okay, at my worst. And my grandparents and some other friends, family, sometimes they would enable me a little bit, or so I'd get over on them. My father, no. He's not letting me in his house when I'm on drugs. He's not gonna let me stay at his house. I hadn't spent the night at my parents' house, okay? I hadn't spent the night at my parents' house since I was 11, except once. To this day, once. And I was like 15, and I forgot and left my weed, and he found my weed, and they wouldn't let me come back after that. I left it in between the towels, and I took a bath in the morning. And then come to find out, like a year later, they smoked it. They told me, I didn't know that. So anyways, that's it. At that point, I knew that I was a new creation, and um, and it's like I had this. There was an Asian market there, so I remember going and getting like Thai chilies and fresh ones, and like different Thai curries and stuff. And so me and Mrs. BullCow met on our first date. Uh, I told them, we went to Indian restaurant. And I said, tiki masala, as hot as you can make it, hotter than you make it for anybody else. I want it hot. They said, no, you don't. I said, yes, I do. Make it as hot as you can. We're not giving you your money back if you burn your mouth. I said, I'm not going to ask my damn money back. Bring me it hot as you can make it. They said, ma'am, what do you want? She says, same as him. You want it mild? Nope, same as him. This guy rolled his eyes and walked away, right? He's like, these people are crazy. So they bring it out. Man, that stuff, it didn't burn me or her, right? But that's the first time I knew she was a chilihead. On our first date. Because almost anyone else I know, what we ate, I mean, it had spice to it, but anybody else I know would have lit them up. What's up, Mark? How you doing, brother? Wow, this is so good, guys. If you get a chance to try one of these, if Linda has any, it's like that butter bourbon brown sugar sauce, and the pecans on top. The chocolate's really good. So lo and behold, that's how we got here. Um, Jesus Christ, he died on that cross. 3 days later, he rose from the dead, making atonement for us, because we can't atone for our own sins. We can't earn our way into heaven, right? There's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. The nice old lady down the street that feeds all the cats, that is the most sweet lady in the world, that you would kill somebody if someone bothered her, that lady, if she's not put her faith in Jesus Christ and Christ alone, she will go to hell. Where the murderer who has murdered and stolen, bad guy, but he put his faith in Christ, will go to heaven. Think about that. Alexa, stop. So, but it's God's finished work. Chastity, go get her to stop now. Oh, my daughter, she's driving us nuts. Look, she stayed upstairs, right? She's got her Kindle, and she's hitting something. I should have put this phone on Do Not Disturb. I didn't think about it. So anyways, back to that. If you put your faith in Jesus Christ, you believe that he rose from the dead on that third day, that he died for your sins, you shall be saved. Walker, Texas Pepper, what's good, brother? Um, and that's the gospel, man. Death, burial, and resurrection of Christ. And I just, I'm a new creation, man. If you guys like, that's what I mean. I mean, one of my friends said, he's like, I can't do that. I can't believe in God, or something. I don't know how you do this. And I said, let me ask you something. Am I smoking crack and pimping your sister out, putting your sister on the corner to sell her butt to feed my habit? Am I doing that right now? And he said, no. And I said, how do you explain that? And he's like, I don't know. Like literally, like he literally almost believed right at that moment in God because he knows me. He knows how much of a wretched sinner I was, how much of a bad man I was. So God knocked me back, and here I am, and that's why I'm, crackhead to Chilihead. Glory to God. All right, guys, let's get in this drawing. I was considering doing like a League of Fire challenge tonight, but you know what? I think I'll do one tomorrow. I see most of the people that got in the drawing are present, so that's good. All right. I'll do this. So I can't see. All right, here's the first name. Let's see if they are present. You guys get to watch it live. Comment if you're watching, Michael. The Idiot Files. That is the winner. Unless he just put his phone down and went in the bathroom. Michael, you still watching? And it had to be, okay, I'll send it out to you. It had to be you, man. I was going to type up my labels at work on my Shippo account because I figured out how to do it, but I'm going to have to do yours separate. I'm going to have to handwrite the label. But congratulations, man. That's the first time Michael's won something, so he definitely deserves it. He's a couple of drawings, a couple times I think that he has been working. I think he's been working when I've done some stuff like this. So he definitely is somebody that deserves it. But we're going to do more, man. We're going to do more. I always like to do stuff, but he got himself a one chip challenge. Sauces galore, 6 different sauces and a Reaper oil. Got Miller's seasoning, ghost pepper cookie, and a freaking sick hot sauce holster. I did not want to come up off of this, but the reason why I decided to give it away, I'm trying to just help out the whole chili community. That's why there's products from like 7 or 8 different small businesses in here. I'm trying to help out the chili community, help promote other creators, producers, and I'm also trying to. I have a League of Fire. I have my own. Let me show you guys. I don't know. No one's ever really sees this because I don't wear it. But I knew if I kept the late for work one, I would never be forced to use my own. But this is this is a League of Fire. This is one that Candy Gator Steve made just for me. So this is one of a kind. You cannot get this. There's never been another one made. It's hard for you guys to see, but it does say it's got the League of Fire right here. But oh, Tink, you know what, man? I got a jar soaking. I gotta strain it. I really haven't felt like, but I got one that's been soaking for like 26 months. Yeah, last time I opened it and tried it was about 3 months ago. I tried a little drop on my tongue and then I put some of my coffee. It's stupid smooth, man. Really, really smooth. It was hot too. I don't make Tink no more. I do have one soaking, and for some reason, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been paranoid that I'm gonna spill it on myself. I don't know why. I think it was Sean McDonough watching him when he dipped his hand in the jar of tincture that time. Uh, I've been like, yo, or maybe it's because I've had some health issues or I've been tired, or right now Mrs. BullCow has too much stuff in the way here. Like if I go to get in that closet, I have to kind of be maneuver. I'm just afraid I'm gonna spill it, but I'll get you something. But yeah, Oh yeah, man. Steve does good work. Yeah, this was made for a challenge I did on Hulu. So that's where this is sitting. I don't know if they'll show that scene. They filmed me for like 20 minutes, half an hour, but this is actually sitting on the table right in front of me when they filmed. So yeah, and I want to say something to anybody. If you were filmed in the Hulu series and they don't show you, don't get bent out of shape about it, man. We're all in this together. You know what I'm saying? To the haters, there's people that are hating that they weren't in it at all, and they're hating, and they're gonna still benefit from it. It's like, shut your freaking mouth. Like, there's, it's gonna benefit the whole chili community. It's gonna tell our story. It's gonna bring more people into the community, and anyone that has a business, it's going to boost their sales up. Not everybody a lot, but everyone's going to eat a little bit. Everyone gets a little piece of the pie. So to all these haters out there just mad because they weren't in it, look, I mean, I'm in a couple of scenes. Like, there's a who knows. I know they filmed me and Johnny talking twice. I'm not even gonna tell you because I'm still under NDA till it comes out, but there was some. I'm in like 3-4 different locations, little tiny stuff, right? And I did one challenge. I don't care if I'm in it at all. Now, do I want to see my dumbass big head with a shit-eating grin for a split second so I can laugh? Of course. But man, anybody that's being prideful about this, you're in the wrong boat. Don't seek to be in part two, season two. Like, that, don't be prideful. There's very few people that are in it that have been, but I've seen some comments from some people that are like, I'm in this, and and they might get their hopes up, and they might end up not being shown that much. You got to understand something, man. They if they film you for a half hour, you might get a 1 second clip in there, right? If they film you for 2 hours, you might get 5 minutes. That's how TV works. Okay, so don't get disappointed if you were somebody that was filmed in it and they don't show you. Don't get all bent out of shape, man. Guys, just don't do that. Don't get bent out of shape about it. They're showing our friends. It's our story. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that wasn't in it, it's not that big of a deal, man. We're all one family. So I tell people, don't get bent about it.
And if you are in it a lot, try to stay humble.
Yeah, if you are in it a lot, try to be humble. Okay? Everybody knows, everybody knows who two of the main people, but three of them would be Shahina and Troy and Johnny. And I've talked to all three in the past couple of days. Well, Shahina, not so much, but I mean, I talked to her in the last 4 or 5 days, a little bit.
Humble no matter what.
But they're all humble about this, very, very much so. They're a lot more mature and humble than most of the people I know in the chili community, and that's good, man. I talked to Troy forever last night. I talked to Johnny yesterday, and Shahina in a group chat, and then once in a while here, there, in the past week or two. But like, straight up, man, they're being very humble about it, and they know this is to benefit all of us. This is it, And is there going to be some people in it that don't like each other or don't like this person or this person? Yeah, it's we're human beings. That's how it goes down. But for the most part, everybody that's in it is some pretty good folks, man. I mean, really good folks. And so I had a blast, just a little bit that I was involved with it. You know, it was fun. And yeah, and I don't care, man, if they don't show me at all. I mean, it's possible they might not. But it's possible that they might show me for like a minute or 30 seconds or 1 second. I'm more interested in the 1 second, man. I don't care. You think I want to see my look at? I've got over like 1,200 videos up on YouTube. I don't need to. Like a war? What do you mean, Walker? You said I already sound like a war down here. In Texas. Oh, Walker might be in it too. That's right. Walker was at Zest Fest when they were filming. I would love to see Walker in it. Just stand there looking at people getting annihilated. Oh, gunfire and fireworks. Oh, okay, okay. Oh yeah, because it's New Year's Eve. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You guys are crazy down there in Texas. Cowboys from hell, man. But like I said, anybody that's it's January 22nd. The trailer dropped, kind of, sort of. Most of us have seen it, and it's going to. This is going to bring. Listen, man. This is. I'll forever quote Troy Primo. He calls us right now. You guys that are watching this, he calls us the island of misfit toys. Okay. Anyone knows Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Those were the toys. Those were the toys that were abandoned, that were thrown to the side, that nobody wanted people to know they existed, and they got discovered by Rudolph. Right? The island of misfit toys, man. When Troy Primo said that to me last year, it was the most, just, it resonated. Like, that's us, guys. We are the outcasts. We're the edgy people. A lot of us, like me, used to be into drugs, or in, alcoholics, and having different issues in life and stuff, man. And now we've came and we've rised above that, and we're chili heads, and we want people to know what it's about, what we do, and it's been MC Hammer and Vanilla Ice. MC Hammer and Vanilla Ice. I told Troy that last night. When back in the days when I was listening to all this really good hip hop, I was a DJ from a young age, and back in the days, I'd be like, I love hip hop, and people like, oh, have you ever heard of MC Hammer? Or you ever heard of Vanilla Ice? And I'm like, really? See what I'm saying? That's how I feel about chili community to the general public. I talk to people like, you ever heard of a Carolina Reaper? Or, oh, you must watch Hot Ones, Or you know who Spicy Cam is? It's all the same crap, man. They don't know who Johnny Scoville is. They don't know who Troy Primo is. They don't know about a 7 Pop Primo, a Prima Tally, chocolate bootlet, nothing. And it's like, it's all they know is what they see on the big screen, on the TV, what's viral, what's popular. Meanwhile, all of us here are all hidden in the algorithms. So, all right, I hope I covered everything, man. You guys have been awesome. Happy freaking New Year. Thank you to all my supporters, my viewers. And congratulations, Michael, on that. He hasn't won anything. This is his first time winning. Um, yeah, right? The no reaction. Yeah, I'm going to do that with a bell pepper. But yeah, the baby's she just woke up from a nap. She's giving my wife a hard time, so I'm going to jump off of here. Happy New Year. I love you guys so much. Glory to God, man. It's been a good year. My daughter went through a heart surgery, and she's healed. And I launched my hot sauce company, and thank you guys for helping me get that off of the ground. And I appreciate the support so much. Uncle BullCow, and I freaking love